And we're back with episode 6 of the PNA Cast podcast. That's what I like saying. Dawn doesn't like that, but fuck it. I like saying it, so I'm just going to say it like that. That's how I'm going to market our shit. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. I got a really burnt ass because I went suntanning for the first time ever, and I didn't know how to use the tanning shit, the fans and all that, which sucks because it's red as a lobster, but we're going to push forward and still have a good fucking day regardless, right? Fuck it. In this episode, we talked about our next business venture. It's definitely ghost related. I think it's a great idea. Obviously, Dawn's the party fucking pooper. Marathon updates. How much I jogged this week, my last jog previously, and the importance of setting small goals throughout the whole journey and just any journey that you're on. A little bit of history of bar encounters that I've had, some ex-booty calls, I guess you can say, some funny stories there. NBA 2K Motor City MyLeague Updates. Our last episode, I believe, is getting uploaded today, Sunday, and it's against Oklahoma City. Spoiler alert, we either win or lose, I don't know. I forget. UFC ESPN deal. What's that mean? Is it good for ESPN? Is it good for UFC? What's next? Chuck Lidell versus Tito Ortiz. What the fuck? Is that really happening in 2018? Who knows? I hope so. I want to see that shit so bad. You tell me you win it? Come on, fuck out of here. And a bunch more shit. I don't want to spoil everything, so stay tuned and enjoy.
I'll try to score some of my own points, and somehow I get frustrated based off your failures.
Oh,
and then I do that.
Blame me for your failures.
Well, you were blaming you. I was just jumping on the bandwagon.
I just got a great idea.
Okay, what is it?
If this podcast shit don't work out,
oh wow, all right.
We got to use these headphones and this equipment to go ghost hunting. Because these headphones hear everything. You can definitely hear an EVP with these headphones.
A what?
You don't know what an EVP is?
No, what is that? Enlighten me.
It's an electronic voice phenomenon.
Phenomenon. If it was any other word than phenomenon, that means nothing to me. That just tells me that it's straight up bullshit.
Let me explain to you what it is.
All right.
It's a voice that cannot be heard by the human ear.
Like a dog whistle.
Sure.
How are there flies in here?
Fruit flies. Are you sure they're flies?
I don't know. I may have just seen something.
Did you take a hit? I may have taken a hit. Every time I ask him if he smoked, he thinks I'm like, I don't know, like fucking breaking down the law or some shit.
You do act like a bit of an inquisitor when you're doing it. But the reason that I say that is because I don't want you to think that just because I smoked, quote unquote, that I spent some time smoking. I didn't. I just walked in the door. I took a hit to calm myself down a little bit. And then I went about my business.
Just take the edge off.
Just take the edge off, just to chill.
But you can say, yeah, I smoked.
It's a different thing.
What's the big deal,
it's a
man?
spectrum. It's a spectrum.
So I smoked a little bit.
It's the same fucking thing. Why don't you just say you smoked?
You're right. But.
Yeah?
You asked me how I've been?
I think so.
I just jogged 7 miles.
Just now?
Yeah. Like not literally, but...
Could have swore you were sitting on the couch in your underwear.
In my underwear? That's what you came up with in your head?
That's what I assumed it was.
Jesus.
Donald Trump wears the same, I think.
Is that a compliment if I wear the same underwear that the president wears?
Well, depends on you, I think.
I'll take that compliment. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. How did it go then, the run? Was it as bad as your last 8-miler?
No. My 8-miler wasn't bad. My 10-mile was bad.
Oh, I see.
So I threw up at the end.
Right. This was better than that, I'm assuming.
That was a lot better. I took a hit in the very beginning.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
And when I first started jogging, like the first mile was kind of hard just because you start to sweat and it's hot out and my goddamn Beats headphones broke.
How do you keep breaking your headphones?
The battery is not charging. I think it got water damage from sweat. I sweat
horrifying.
A lot, bro.
That's absolutely horrifying. Yes. Go on.
So I had to wear regular headphones, and I hate headphones because they fall out of my ears.
Because you have big ear holes.
I got big ear holes. They don't stay in my ears. So in order to stop that, I put a hat on. Mm-hmm. And it's like 80 out today. So I started sweating pretty good initially. And I started like breathing hard. And I was like, you know what? Let's just jog 2 miles, take a sip of water, and then go jog a little bit more. So, okay. So I was like setting goals throughout the whole thing.
Right.
Little mini goals.
Step by step.
Right. Instead of just looking at the fucking, oh my God, I got 7 miles. Like, fuck.
That
1 mile done,
make it a lot
6
worse.
miles more. Well, that's how I was approaching those 10-mile runs.
Yeah.
And I'm like learning, like, oh, that's stupid, Nick.
Right.
Come on, what the fuck?
Let's do it a different way.
So I jogged 2 miles. I took a drink of water and then jogged 3 more miles. Met up with my homeboy, homeless guy I see every time I jog.
Nice.
And took a little bit more water, and then I finished it out. I averaged 10 minutes. Which is not that bad.
That's pretty good, yeah.
It's not great, but it's not bad.
For 7 miles?
Mm-hmm.
It's good consistency.
Yep.
I do like 10 miles for 3 miles.
10 minutes?
Minutes? Yes.
Okay.
10 miles for 3 miles. Yeah, that makes sense.
I do that too sometimes, though. Except when I know I'm doing only 3 miles, I try to push it. Like the first mile will probably be like
that is
10
me
mile.
pushing it, I'm saying.
Well, jog more then if you want.
I don't want
it.
to. I'm not trying to become Usain Bolt. That's not a necessary skill set.
Well, then Usain Bolt don't do long distance, bro.
3 miles isn't long distance.
I don't know if this is true. I heard it from a ex-booty call of mine.
Okay.
She was really smart. She went to
I guess 3 miles is a long distance.
some fucking really Ivy League school in Georgia. I forget what it's called.
I didn't know you dated someone like that.
I didn't date. Booty call.
Right, okay.
And
Starting to make sense.
she told me, she had all these like facts in her head. She was smart shit. She told me that Usain Bolt has never jogged a mile. I don't know if that's true, but when he trains, I guess, for the Olympics and that, for the sprints, all he does is sprint. That's it.
Never.
I doubt that he has never jogged a mile.
Maybe in his professional career.
Right, but I think training for the Olympics or for a specific race or whatever, I do think he probably doesn't
Probably.
jog a mile because you don't
I feel
need
like
to.
that's definitely a wrong skill set.
Right. Long distance compared to like short spurts and explosiveness.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty gnarly.
It's a nice transition there. Taking the stupid thing that I said and turning it into an interesting story.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Very nice.
The girl was very lovely. I had wine for the first time ever with her. A wine dinner. And some fancy fucking ice cream.
This sounds like a big deal. I don't remember hearing about this girl.
I'm sure I told you.
I doubt it.
I'm pretty sure I told you about every girl I've ever been with.
I hope not.
Or like bragged about it.
The only one I remember is the mother in the minivan.
You're full of shit. That's the only one you remember? That's full. That's bullshit.
I think I pushed a lot of them out of my brain. I try to anyway.
Minivan mom was pretty dope. She was all messed up in the head though.
No, kidding. Just by her title, I think I can figure that out. I was at a bar also. Bar parking lot.
It happens. It happens at bars sometimes.
That has not happened to me at a bar.
Well, you haven't met the right
mama. I guess so.
But
have you done anything else besides run?
Today?
In general. Take that as a no.
Can't think of anything. You tell me. Tell me something about your life.
Let's see. I'm making a blog. I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah, you did. You told me you got suckered into that.
Yeah, some bullshit.
So is work like slammed?
Oh, yeah. It's beyond slammed. It's slammed to the point where I don't even care anymore. Like, I'm so busy that I just don't care about the rest of my to-do list because I'm only focused on one thing. I can only do this one thing on my to-do list right now, so that's all I'm going to worry about. So I've just been working on this blog.
When you get overwhelmed, do you talk to your bosses?
About how overwhelmed I am?
Yeah.
No.
About like if you need more time at like for overtime, or if you need something off your plate, or if you need somebody to help you.
I've asked for overtime before, but I've never indicated in any way that I can't handle something.
I guess I'm similar.
I just like not in like a defensive way. Like I want to seem like I'm good at everything. I just don't want to bring it up there. Like, hey, I have this thing on my plate. I want it off.
You feel like it's wrong. Like I feel like
dumping a responsibility.
I feel like it's a bad thing to do.
Right.
Like I feel shitty if I would do something like that. But I have people in my job all the fucking time that whenever they get anything new or anything that's different during their normal day, they're like, this is just gonna ruin everything. You know, I'm far behind on this, and this is gonna take longer, and it's gonna cause delays. I need a break. I gotta go talk to them and tell them I can't do this. Like I feel like a lot of people do that all the time.
Very specific.
Yeah.
I guess it has happened.
my whole little gang of coworkers do that shit.
I don't know. I don't think that way at all. It's hard to picture that.
I know. Me too. But I do get angry sometimes when people like, because sometimes managers can take advantage of that because they know you're not going to say no.
Yeah.
And they'd rather throw it to you than somebody else. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it makes sense because if you need something done quick, you give it to the busy guy.
Right.
Because they're going to make sure it gets done.
That's almost 100% what happens to me. My boss has actually said that. But
it's kind of shitty if they don't recognize that should be rewarded.
Right.
Like if you don't get any special treatment. I'm not saying like it's, oh my God, you get special treatment, that's bad. No, if you fucking work for it, you get special treatment.
I've gotten a gold star before.
A gold star?
Turn your volume down. What's the matter with you?
Bonus energy.
I see that.
Excuse me. Star Wars is more important than this podcast.
It really is. I'm hitting quite a peak right now. I'm doing 6 million damage in the tank takedown.
I don't understand how you're so much better than me.
It's literally just because of Thrawn. That shit just happened.
Yeah. And
I was never doing this.
Guess when I'm going to get Thrawn? Quarter past never.
It's not. You're going to give me like 3 months. Quit your bitching.
That's so far away. 3 months from now, everyone's going to be 85 plus. With
You're going to be 85 plus.
Now with the fucking Sith team.
Thrawn doesn't go on a Sith team.
I'm saying everybody else will have a Sith team. I'm still trying to get fucking Thrawn.
Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. Well, for me, I've got things pretty fucking ironed out. I've got the Thrawn lead. I just got Palpatine. I've got Darth Vader, who's up there. He's awesome.
I'm at 95 out of 100 for Vader.
95. That's so close. When I was at 95, I was spinning crystals like nothing, refreshing the fleet page.
Are you serious?
Repeatedly. I wasted like 300. Only 50.
Oh, for real?
Fucking do it.
I'm about to try.
Do it right now. Live. We're about to find ourselves a Darth Vader.
I never knew that shit.
In case you guys aren't aware, we are playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. There's a mobile game. There's a lot of, pay to win shit in there. But it's Star Wars, and we love Star Wars. We have Star Wars characters, and we're very competitive, so...
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
553 crystals.
Holy shit. And it's 50 per refresh? There's no way you don't get it.
First time? Let's see.
Come on,
Boba
Vader.
Fett.
Don't need
Fives, nothing. Next time's 100, dude.
Oh, wait, already?
Yeah, I'm going to do it one more time.
You have 500 crystals. It's Darth Vader. Come
on. TIE Fighter pilot.
He's good. I got him up, and he is awesome as well.
Not looking good. One more time. One more time.
This is how gambling addictions start.
Well, it's only 100 every single time now, so it's not that bad. Like if it went to 150 then 200, I'd be like, Sharut's in this bitch. I hate that guy.
For real.
Marf Tarkin.
Marf? Why do you keep calling him that?
I don't know. I
don't think you've ever said his name correctly.
His name should be Marf Tarkin.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
What episode is he in?
What episode?
Is he like in 4, 5, 6 or 1, 2, 3? 4, 5, 6?
He's in, I'm pretty sure, probably not every episode, but almost all the episodes of 4, 5, 6.
Gotcha. Well, I'm 0 for 3. Let's try the fourth time. Fourth time's the charm. It's not looking good.
Oh, this is a waste. This is a waste of crystals.
Mace Windu.
Now, I personally hate
Echo.
The fucking pay to win aspect, the premium, the freemium.
Dude, this shit gets to you.
It really does. It hurts me on the inside as a gamer because I feel like it's...
What a waste of fucking 400 crystals.
You didn't get them?
No, I didn't.
Like, only reason they did that is because they know that once you find it, you're done. You're not spending anything else. So with it taking longer, it is increasing the chance of you just splurging
crystals.
Splurging, buying some crystals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guarantee you there's some kind of logarithm in that game for that to happen. Because every time I'm 19 out of 20 of a gear part or 49 out of 50, it takes way too long to get it. Like, it's like, what's the odds? Like 1 in 4?
1 in 5.
1 in 5?
Supposed to be.
But when it's 49 out of 50, you got to fucking do it 15 times before you get that last one. Or you can just spend some money and get some crystals and buy 50 of them.
Yeah. And then you'll get like 40.
Yeah.
Your odds suddenly go way up.
It's kind of, it is what it is. You can't
It's
be mad
shitty,
at it.
but it's kind of your fault.
Yeah, you're playing it. It's not like they're telling you to do it.
Although they are pursuing some addictive like tendencies and stuff.
For sure. But they're not making you do it.
That's true. You know what game I'm glad doesn't have that?
God of War.
Yeah, actually. I was gonna say NBA, but actually NBA does have it. It has VC, virtual currency.
Yeah.
But the way we play it, we don't fucking use that. because we play the franchise.
We don't play that Ultimate Team bullshit.
My League is what we play. And
Is
we've
it
got
what
the
it's called?
Motor
NBA?
City. Yeah.
NBA Hut Team? Or, Ultimate Team?
It's called My Team.
Is it called Nut
No,
Team?
it's not called Nut. It's not made by EA. So it's not Nut. Hockey Ultimate Team. There's Madden Ultimate Team. But no, it's not.
There's Mutt. Madden Ultimate Team.
Mutt, yeah.
What's NBA's? All right.
It doesn't have one.
Not NBA, MLB.
MLB doesn't have one either. It's not made by EA.
What is theirs called?
Football, FIFA has one. It's called Foot.
Foot.
But anyway, NBA 2K18, despite the stupid virtual currency, which I'm not even going to bother going into, we just played the OKC Thunder. I don't know why I stopped there.
It's a rough game, man.
It was rough.
I got emotional in that game.
Needless to say, we lost.
Felt defeated.
We got crushed. Everyone played awful.
I played the worst.
You didn't. Nick had 18 points on 6 for 20 shooting. That's a 1 for 8 from 3.
Oh my god.
Now,
In my defense,
hang on.
4 of those threes
Let
were
me
like
finish.
last second.
That's true. You were chucking them. You're carefree mode. I only had 14 points on 4 for 17 shooting.
Jesus, you did just as bad.
2 for 17 from 3.
2 from what?
2 of 17. That'd be insane.
What?
2 for 7, sorry.
Okay.
From 3. And there were 13 turnovers between the two of us.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
You had more. And Paul George had 34 points.
Yeah, he killed me.
Russ had 21 points with 16 assists.
So did you do good defensively there or no?
About as good as one can expect for going against Russ. He passed to other people and they scored, which what am I going to do?
Well, he wouldn't have so many assists if I was blocking George more.
Probably. So thanks for that. But we're going to put that game behind us.
George worked me. We're rookies, okay? Rookies have games like that. Did you not see Ben Simmons in the playoffs? We'll bounce back.
Okay, but Ben Simmons not bouncing back. His season's done.
All right, good thing ours isn't. We get to go practice.
One day, we're going to have to go against him sooner or later. That's not true. It's either going to be them or Golden State.
Who's
since
them?
we're in the East.
Philly?
Who?
Who's them? Them or Golden State?
OKC, sorry. The Thunder.
They're never going to get past Golden State.
So it's going to be Golden State versus us.
That's fine.
If we can't beat OKC, how can we expect to beat the Warriors?
You can't expect to win every game either.
That was bad.
Oh, for sure.
We got embarrassed.
It was a rookie meltdown on my end. I'm not saying it wasn't. But I am saying it's not like I'm going to play like that every game. And
I fucking hope not.
we took like a fucking week off of playing NBA.
We took a week off. We didn't do our warm-up game, which is critical for playing well in this series.
At least on my end, because I forget how to fucking dribble.
You forget how to play the game
Yeah.
in general. Follow the plays, dribble, shoot, do all that.
It's frustrating. Like, I understand you got to follow the play, but sometimes, like,
It's not for you. You got to be fine with that.
sometimes I wish that you could just do it yourself. Like, they do it in NBA all the time.
You're watching
Somebody
the highlights
just
of all these
charges
ISO
down.
players. You're not actually watching the full games or running the plays, setting up the picks, and
Right,
then
but we
creating
don't
space.
do enough ISO plays then.
We do lots of ISO plays.
Do we?
And you especially do lots of ISO plays. Almost all your misses were ISO plays where you thought you could just LeBron it and go right through somebody, but you can't. Your player tries his fucking best because he is a physical specimen, but he just gets shut down defensively. And then you get frustrated and you start chucking shit, and then you get frustrated, and then we lose. And then
It was a pretty downward spiral.
yeah. I end up trying to pick you up somehow, try to score some of my own points, and somehow I get frustrated based off your failures.
Oh,
and then I do that.
Blame me for your failures.
Well, you were blaming you. I was just jumping on the bandwagon. Anyway, like I said, we're going to put that game behind us.
We're playing Cleveland.
Next is Cleveland Cavaliers.
The next episode, it should just be a back-to-back.
Right, because it is a doubleheader. We play them once away, and then we play them at home, I believe. Or the other way, obviously.
Is this in the calendar part of when we received Blake Griffin in real life?
I believe we play the Cavs once, and then we receive Blake Griffin, and then we play him again.
We win both those games in real life.
Yeah, I believe
But
so.
Blake didn't play either one.
He played the first one.
No, he didn't.
Against LeBron?
I promise you he didn't. I know for a fact because
Okay.
we watched the second one live.
All right. We were like,
And I was like, where
you
the
were
fuck's
expecting him to
Blake,
play. I
man?
remember. Okay. Yeah, they didn't, though. But speaking of the King and his Cavs, they let him down.
Dude, I seen that, what is it, their backcourt? was 2 for 11.
Point guard, shooting guard, yeah.
Is that what backcourt is? Point guard, shooting guard?
Mm-hmm. It's the little guys.
They were garbage.
They are garbage.
Boston's was unreal.
They are unreal. Terry Rozier, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, those guys are...
What position is Tatum?
Small forward.
Well, he's not a fucking backcourt guy then.
No, he's not.
Damn, so he's on LeBron? That's why LeBron's putting up his
No,
numbers.
Marcus Morris guards LeBron. It's not.
That's right. I heard he's really good defensively.
He called LeBron out beforehand, said, if anyone's going to guard him, it's going to be me. Something like that. I'm ad-libbing. But
I like the confidence.
He fucking showed up.
Good
I think Pistons used to have him.
Did he show up, though? Is he showing
LeBron scored 42 points, actually.
And he got a triple-double.
So do you remember last week?
I mean, come on.
Do you remember last week I was telling you how the 76ers lost?
Mm-hmm.
Boston just let Embiid do his thing, and then they guarded the shooters.
So
LeBron scores 42. Kevin Love scores 22. Who else is going to score? Nobody. So that's 60 points. No way you win with that.
Damn.
That's what the NBA strategy is becoming defensively. Rockets and Warriors did the same thing.
Dude, Chris Paul is fucking killing it.
James Harden's killing it.
So is
He's
Chris
had
Paul.
40 points in both games.
No, he had 26 points last game.
James Harden?
Yes.
Had 41.
Are you positive?
100%. I have the stat written down. I checked it like 100 minutes ago.
I don't know what kind of bullshit sources you're getting.
Game
from.
1, he had 41 points.
Okay, NBA scores. Good thing I got good on Google. Fact check. I don't believe you for a second.
That's fine. I'm fine with it. I believe in fact checking.
Good shit, man. I'm happy they won that second game.
I just spilled coffee on me.
James Harden, 34 minutes. You ready?
Get to the points.
10 rebounds.
Get to the points.
3 assists. 27 points.
Game 1?
Game 2.
I was talking about game 1.
You said he got 40 points in both games, Sway.
Okay.
I thought Chris Paul was killing it, but he only got 16 points.
Well, I definitely knew James Harden was doing better than Chris Paul.
Yeah, for sure. I don't get to watch the games because I got to wake up so goddamn early.
True.
So I just watch the highlights. Like every morning when I'm in the shower, there's this YouTuber that I subscribe to. I should give him a shout out because it takes a lot of time to make these videos. But he makes 10-minute like highlight videos of the games.
Yeah.
And I watch
The
those.
NBA's starting to do that themselves, and it's actually really awesome because they highlight like what's happening in the play, who everybody is, their stats, like while the play is happening.
Right.
It's really like going to
I
be the
love
next
that
level,
shit.
actually.
And Chris Paul's highlights are unreal because he fucking makes Steph Curry fall both games.
The
So I was
Rockets,
just assuming he's killing it.
the Rockets were trying really, really hard to make Curry uncomfortable because he just came off with a knee injury and he's not really doing that great on both ends of the court. So
Which is expected. I mean,
right. So on defense, they're trying to set all these picks and try to get the defensive mismatches and make the switches, but it was taking them too long on offense. In game 1, they were just fucking lulling everybody to sleep, and then they would turn it over, brick a shot, and then the Warriors would just go shoot a 3 in their face.
so if they hustle hard for the rest of the series, they have a chance.
They have a chance, yeah.
But they literally have to play their hearts out every fucking game.
Well,
that's hard to do, man.
This is basically the NBA Finals, so this is what they need to do.
This is what champions are made of. Because just like a MMA fighter, like the training camp when you gotta do 2-a-days or anything like that, I couldn't even imagine that. Especially for 3 months straight in a typical fight camp. Like, how hard is it to get up? And you know they wake up sore as fuck. Because I'm sure you, after like an insanity workout or something like that, you wake up and you're just like, your whole body's dead.
Yeah.
It's not like they're superhumans. They got that same fucking shit.
That's why I question how LeBron fucking does it.
Yeah. Well, found out he got 12 hours of sleep every fucking day.
I'll do it. That's a lot of rest.
He needs it because he works his body to the limit.
So he sleeps for 12 hours, wakes up, does basketball for 12 hours, sleeps for 12 hours.
Pretty much.
Doesn't that seem insane?
I don't think so.
Can you be happy doing that?
If it's your passion,
He's been doing it for a long time.
could you
Surely it gets old.
could you play video games for 12 hours a day? For if you're one, making a huge amount of income for your family and your family for the rest of the next fucking 5 generations of your family. 2, you're inspiring a bunch of other people. 3, you're becoming this huge role model, this icon, this one of these goats of life. And you're doing something that you love every day. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, but I can see how one can get motivated for that for long term. Like, I feel like it'd be a lot harder for somebody like The Rock, where he's motivated probably just become like the people's champ.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure like acting, it may not be his passion. I'm sure it's just like testing the boundaries and challenging himself is what his passion is.
Making money.
I don't think it's making money.
And having fun.
I mean,
it seems like he's having fun. With all these buddy films with Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Good. Like, I hope he's having a blast the whole time. I heard that he's been depressed for a little bit at times, which I can see that when your whole image is
positivity and success.
Yeah, is you always being happy and you always being this role model, that can be draining as fuck.
Yeah, that's weight that just builds on top of you.
Yeah, and it's not real. Not everybody is always happy 1,000% of the time. Everyone has down moments. Everybody has days they're frustrated. Everybody has bad days, but you got a camera in your face and you got to like make your Instagram post prove to everybody that you're this awesome guy and you're the people's champ. And I mean, I can imagine it getting rough. Like an example of that I can think of immediately is the old YouTube channel I watch all the time, Pranks vs. Pranks.
Oh yeah.
This couple I watched when I was like in my dark days of basement dwelling, playing Halo 3.
How long ago was that?
Like 6 years, 8 years ago, something.
Okay.
Well, like my whole life, other than like until I was 21.
So you're just watching this series many years.
Yeah, they've had that YouTube channel for like at least 10 years.
Right.
And they vlog every day, like daily vloggers. And I would like vicariously live my life through them because my life was so shitty at the time. And it was just like an escape from my shitty life. And I get like excited watching them because they're always happy. They're always doing something dope. They're never like just chilling in the house. And when they are chilling in the house, it's like they earned it. It's like they needed that break and then they take full advantage of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they ended up breaking up. Like I thought they were the fucking perfect couple. Like one of my goals in life was to get me a Gina.
Well,
and
probably rethink that.
No, I'm pretty content right now. But they ended up breaking up and they said like the reason why was the vlog. Like they weren't real. Like they lost that. Like they could be hating emotions. Each other at a time because of some argument or whatever. Because everybody argues as a couple. But then you gotta vlog and act and fake it because that's your job.
Right.
And if that's an everyday thing constantly, you guys, if you don't give yourself a break and you feel that pressure of everybody wanting those videos and all that, I can definitely see that being a huge issue.
Pressure's a huge thing. If you feel like you have to stay together for the vlog.
For the vlog.
Do it for the vlog.
Yeah.
That's not going to save your relationship, guys. Don't make a vlog.
Absolutely not.
That's a sad story, though. I remember you telling me that you look like you were.
Dude, I was hurt.
Legitimately, emotionally upset.
I was. I think that was when I was going through a breakup. So that made it worse.
Those rough times. You were sympathizing so hard.
Oh man, but they're both happy now. They're friends, which is cool.
That's good.
I just think that
unless they're faking that too.
I don't think they're faking that.
How would you know?
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't think that they are.
Hope not.
I just don't see the point.
Sure.
If they were gonna fake it, they would fake getting back together.
Okay, right? That's a lot though. That's a big commitment. They're going halfway, compromise.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jesse lives in LA now, and I think Gina lives in Philly still. And that's another reason why I wanted to move to Philly for a year.
Seriously? Just go chase her down?
No, not her. I was saying like their lifestyle was dope. They had like a nice flat apartment. And
you can't do that in Detroit?
No, for sure you can. But where would you rather be, Detroit or Philly? I've lived in Detroit my whole life. I would like to live in Philly for a year.
You lived in the fucking... You were scraping the bottom.
Yeah, I wasn't in no fucking badass apartment.
Exactly. It's completely different.
But I'm saying I've been in Michigan in my whole life.
Detroit is on the up.
I agree with that, but I know Detroit. I don't know Philly. I'd rather...
So you want to go somewhere that you don't know.
Right.
I gotcha.
And I think Philly be a dope city. I mean, I'm not mad at their sports teams. The only team that
what does that mean?
I'd be a Flyers... Because wherever I go...
I'm not mad at their sports team.
Wherever I decide to go, I got to... have like a team that I would root for. Like,
sure.
I wouldn't be mad at going to Chicago either.
Absolutely. Chicago has great sports teams to follow.
Even though I'm a diehard Red Wings fan. But Chicago's like our little brother, you know?
Listen.
Little brother. You got to like appreciate little brother. You guys had your little moment of greatness.
You need to throw some respect on that name.
You guys had your little mini Red Wing dynasty. What did it last? Like what, 5-6 years? Something like that? Nothing compared to the great 25.
Probably won't last as long as the drought that the Red Wings are about to experience.
Ooh, if you think the Red Wings are going to experience a bad drought, you got another thing coming. Do you realize how much salary you got and like 4 players on your team?
Listen, don't turn the tables on
Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, the great Jonathan Toews that everybody
Were we talking about basketball? I never finished talking about the Rockets and the Warriors.
Why are you trying to change the subject?
You changed the subject in the first place talking about
all I'm saying is Toews is overpaid.
How did this even happen? How did we get on this tangent?
Toews is overpaid. Toews is underachieving.
Okay.
Seabrook's overpaid. Duncan Keith had a slump year. I think he'll bounce back. And then who else you got? Panarin.
He's gone.
He gone. Brendan Saad. Sad. Patrick Sharp. Fucking everybody's wife on the team. So what the fuck? What kind of chemistry is that?
It might be pretty good. It's either pretty good or really bad.
Man, Hosa's gone. That was the first year Hosa was gone. You guys didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think you guys got it
I don't
rough.
think that's the glue, though.
I definitely think you guys will be in the playoffs before the Red Wings will. Because you guys could have a playoff year next year. But you'll be like the bottom of the barrel. Because the West is just so fucking powerful. And look at Vegas right now, dude. Did you, like, Marc-Andre Fleury is playing unreal.
Where is this coming from? I don't understand it.
It's just hockey juices are flowing.
That's crazy.
They're up 2-1 against Winnipeg. And Winnipeg's playing unreal, too. I like this new finals because you got Tampa, Washington. Washington's never won a cup. Tampa's won once.
What's new about it?
Tampa's only won one cup. Washington has not won a cup. Vegas has never won a cup and they've been in playoffs. This is like the new time. Winnipeg has never won a cup under the new franchise. I don't know the old Winnipeg if they've ever won a cup. I don't know offhand.
The old Winnipeg?
Yeah, because they were a team of 4. And then they transferred them to a different city. I forget which city. I don't know if it was Atlanta or something.
Probably.
I don't know. But all these teams, all the 4 teams, there's only one cup between the 4. So it's like a new
So you're saying it's not a battle of dynasties. It's
right. Like it's not like Golden State versus the Spurs, and then you got Cleveland. Like,
just repeats.
Right.
Watching reruns.
Right. Like I was super stoked for the NBA playoffs until kind of where we are now.
You can still be stoked for it. Be stoked for the Rockets and the Warriors.
I am stoked a little bit now just because Boston's putting up a fight against LeBron.
They're going to win.
You think they're going to win?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to win.
I mean, LeBron can do anything.
Dude, you're telling me LeBron ain't going to bounce back in his home court? He's going to get the next 2 wins.
I'm not worried about LeBron. What LeBron's going to do. I don't think the Cavs can hold him up. Or I don't think he can hold them up, rather.
It's LeBron James you're talking about.
He had 42 points. Game 2.
Yeah, you were so set on that, and I was like, dude,
I was so sure.
No, like you were so confident in that. I thought I was
bearded
wrong.
guys. There's different bearded guys.
But dude, LeBron's gonna take it. You don't think LeBron can adjust to a coach's game plan?
It's not the coach. It's like they're literally taking the ball out of his hands by keeping it in his hands. They're forcing him to do it by himself.
What if he just starts passing it more?
To who? He is passing it. J.R. Smith went 0 for 7. They have nobody on their team except for Kevin Love. God bless Kevin Love.
One of the best 3-point shooters, don't they?
Who?
I don't know his name.
Kyle Korver?
Yeah, you told me that.
Kyle Korver? That's all he can do, though.
So?
Also, he's white. That is a huge detriment. Enormous.
Really?
An enormous detriment.
I guess.
You have no idea.
I'm not going to argue semantics on that one.
We shouldn't. I mean, look what happened to us versus Russ.
When you said that,
OKC.
there's like a huge what? What'd you say? Huge difference?
Huge difference, yeah.
You were like putting up the Hitler thing.
I did it like this. So, we have footage. My arm's probably not going to be in it. Oh, shit.
I'm not exactly
So it's going to look exactly like what? Oh, no.
I'm not sure what's going on here. We got the camera up for the first time and you're already slandering us.
Listen.
I just want everybody to know, for the record, I do not believe in the KKK like Dalton does.
You don't believe in it?
I don't.
It was real.
It.
They're not ghosts.
I don't like those people.
Okay.
And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay, we got that covered. So that's sports.
He's on to change the subject.
Yeah, I got nothing left.
Okay, Mom. I want to talk about MMA because I got a lot to talk about.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, first of all, UFC 224. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be, huh?
Not at all. I was pleasantly surprised.
Well, first of all, you picked Mackenzie Dern. And then I had a little bit of inside information because I knew she got kicked off her team because of inconsistency.
You have no idea how pissed I was when I realized that you had done that on purpose. I was livid.
Oh, man. And then I was shocked that she didn't make...
And then she won. That's karma.
Right. But she missed weight by fucking...
That's cheating.
8 pounds.
A fat bastard.
Do you think that is cheating?
I think so. Maybe cheating and stealing. Not literally, but you get what I mean.
Amanda Cooper got paid for it, though, and she agreed to the fight, so she can't be mad that she lost.
She
could
can
be
agree to a
salty.
fight with a 180 pounder.
She agreed to accepting that fight. I don't know. It's weird. I have like different thoughts about it. I think what Mackenzie Dern did was like scummy, especially if she did it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she did it for an advantage in the fight, that's terrible.
Right.
But if she did it just because she's lazy and she's like not focused enough in MMA to keep her diet clean and be professional about the sport, and then she still wins, you can't like. I'm not as mad at that as I would be if she was using it as a tactical advantage.
That makes sense.
But that's going to catch up to her eventually. I mean, she's not John Jones. She can't go do cocaine and then go fuck up a Daniel Cormier, you know?
She makes one mistake, she'll probably just be done.
Yeah, her stand-up's garbage. And even though she knocked down Amanda Cooper, that doesn't mean that it's anything noteworthy.
Right.
Like when she comes against a complete MMA fighter, somebody who's not just a stand-up person like Amanda, it's going to be a rough night for her. Because Amanda's, the last thing she wants is to be on the ground, right? Mackenzie don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to swing for the fences because what's going to happen? Well, you're going to take her down, then what?
Have fun.
Yeah. So that gives like somebody with bad striking, that gives them a huge advantage if they're going against somebody with no ground game.
Yeah.
But if she's going against somebody that has good ground game, somebody that's in like the top 5, even like a Tisha Torres or something like that, she's going to get fucked up bad.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be embarrassing.
Yeah. But
I guess if this is just a side hobby for her, then what the fuck? Who cares?
I guess. So other than that fight, what's another important fight? Oh,
So let's start from the bottom this time.
we're building up.
No, we're not.
We're talking about
Bottom is Belfort Machida.
I was about to bring them up.
Okay.
Did you see the front kick to the face?
I did. Put him to night.
Dude, he has retired 2 legends with the same fucking move. Randy Couture,
Yeah.
he knocked Randy's teeth out when he did that kick. And Vitor.
Vitor just looked like he literally went to sleep.
Yeah, it was bad. And then Machida was pretty dope how he just like bowed down, showed respect and shit.
Always been a great guy.
Vitor's had a hell of a career though. He's been around forever.
Absolutely.
Like forever.
Literally
he
forever.
was a savage for the majority of his career. TRT Vitor is still a champ in my eyes. And
Just by principle.
And if they ever bring a Masters League and they allow TRT,
Oh, God.
holy shit.
The Elders
For
League.
real, Bellator should do that shit because they don't got USADA to worry about. They can have a Masters League. They can have TRT.
Don't
and you're going to
encourage
have the
that
best
shit.
fights ever. If they want to do it, if they sign a dotted line, they want to get paid. If they don't care about if they're brain dead when they're 60, who gives a fuck?
We should still give a fuck
Why?
because we're enabling them to make that choice. And
We're
that's
not enabling them to
Literally
do shit.
are. You're advocating and encouraging for it.
Yeah, but my opinion should be irrelevant to them. Is
It's
what
not.
I'm saying. Really using my opinion is not irrelevant.
He's gonna do it now because you said this.
Well-
do you see what you've done?
If he writes a nasty letter to me when he's 50 saying, hey, I'm fucking losing my memory because of you asshole, I'll feel like shit.
He'll be brain dead. He
But
won't
I'll
be able to.
But I'll be like, hey, did you not enjoy like those last 10 years of fighting though? All that extra fucking fame and that glory that you can like.
Which
live
would you
on with?
choose?
I think about that a lot.
10 years of a golden age or the rest of your life?
I think I'd pick the rest of my life just because I feel like relationships and spending time with family and friends and loved ones is more important than a crazy lifestyle.
And that's usually lost when you live in that kind of golden age.
Right,
You're
but
usually
not-
so focused on whatever it is that got you there or
True.
however.
That's the last thing I want to be. Like, I never want to have the urge to be so successful that I'm willing to ruin my relationships with my family, like abandon my mom or my sisters or
Right.
anything like that.
Absolutely.
And some might say, well, that's why you're never going to get it or something like that. But I would just say that's bullshit.
Yeah, if you have to get it that way, then it's not worth getting.
Yeah. I'll just work harder at it. Do both.
Hustle wins. So anyway, Machida won. That was a shot for you. Fun times.
Oh, dude, I got fucked off that night. I had an edible. Did you have some of that edibles too?
Yeah, I had the same amount that you did.
I don't know, man. I went to the Tigers game. We had a suite that day. So I was fucking drinking the whole time, and we had a double header. So I had 2 games for the price of one. I stayed for like a few innings of the second game, and the whole time I was drinking.
The whole time?
And I was mixing.
Oh, Jesus.
I was mixing beers. That's like relaxing.
Why would you even call it that?
I
then?
had I think 7 beers and then 2 vodka cranberries.
Ha! Gay!
It was because I didn't pay for them. and I didn't want to.
So you're a gold digger too.
No, it's a company thing. They paid for everything.
Oh, you're right.
But they were like, everybody was getting vodka and cranberry, and I didn't want to like be that guy. Like, go get a Jameson and ginger. Like
You would be though.
I would be, but
You chose not to.
I just chose not to be. Yeah, it was awkward. That was the first time my girlfriends met like my work gang.
Yeah, it can be awkward.
And they're not my gang. I don't really like all of them. Like, we're just different. Like, I don't
Guess that
mind
would make it
them.
worse.
They're decent people, but we're just different. I don't like relate with any of them. You know.
Yeah, I get that.
So
I'm pretty close with my coworkers, and even I have like awkward time trying to gel personal life into work life.
I had a pretty awkward moment at the game. There was this girl Sonia, and then this lovely old lady I call Miss Judy because she's so nice to me every
Sounds
time.
like a lunch lady.
She goes, "Hey Nick, how you doing?"
Yeah, she's
like,
a lunch
I'm
lady.
good, Miss Judy. How you doing? She goes, "I'm doing great." Or I'll say something like, "I can't complain," and then she'll be like, "Nope. And even if you could, nobody would hear or nobody would listen." I'm like, "You're absolutely right."
Wow. Damn. Okay.
And they were on a table with like their family and that, and they were blocking the entrance to get out of that little room that I was in. I was in like the room with the pizza and shit, being a fat boy. And I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "Babe, let's go. I'm gonna introduce you to these people." And then we sat there. We talked for like 15, 20 seconds, and then like they just got real quiet, and I didn't know what to say. And I'm just like, "Fuck." And then I seen another door. I'm like, "Does this door lead us out?" And they just go, "Mm-hmm." And then Sam just starts busting out laughing because it was awkward silence. And I just say like, "Can I get the fuck out of here?" Pretty much. And then I just walk out. I didn't give a fuck.
Bye.
Sam was like, "Are you serious? Could you be more awkward?" And I was like, "Babe, I just don't give a shit."
I mean, if you don't care, you don't care.
But
That's a blessing.
I got fucked up that night. Anyways, let's talk about the fights.
Let's continue why you got fucked up, because there was a lot of shots involved, weren't there?
Yeah.
Did we bet on Lineker and Kelleher? I think I unfortunately got stuck with Kelleher.
I don't know if we bet on it, but I got that right.
Yeah, you pick. Well, I'm going to obviously go with Lineker.
Yeah. You're like, "I'm going to go with the young spunk."
Yep. Didn't work out. He lost by KO.
You lost by KO.
Yeah, I meant Kelleher. So then you have Dern and Cooper. Obviously, we know the result of that one.
Yeah, I was salty about
That
it.
was a shot for you. And we had Jacare Souza.
Jacare.
It's not Jacare?
It's Jacare.
Isn't he from Brazil?
Yes.
They pronounce their J's with a Y.
It's Jacare Souza.
I think it's Jacare.
And then when they go Souza, he's like,
I know the alligator, but I'm telling you it's Jacare.
and he faced Calvin.
Yeah.
And I could not be more happy of an incorrect pick in my life.
That's bullshit, man.
How are you saying bullshit? You won.
I wanted Souza to win, but I went with Gastelum.
You wanted Jacare to win?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I told you I was going for the Brazilians. And also, he's a beast. I like
the
beasts.
He's old. And
Whatever.
I just really like Calvin. I've
You have always
liked him.
been on Calvin.
Yeah. He got unreal hands. He really does. He's a fucking animal. And he proves it. He's fighting people in a weight class that he shouldn't even be in. And they're savages. He's fighting the cream of the crop now.
Yeah, it's true.
He just knocked out Bisping, who, say what you want, he was still the champion at one point, right? He knocked out Rocco. And now he dropped Weidman, almost beat Weidman, then got out wrestled and submitted. And then
Do you think he should have won?
against who? Weidman?
Sousa.
Oh.
He got out significant struck. He had less takedowns.
I'm not entirely sure because I was fucked up. So I can't accurately say that because those stats can be misleading.
I suppose.
Because if you're going to go by that, then...
Jacare was 1 for 9 on his takedowns, but Gastelum was 0 for 0.
Because he didn't take any. He's not worried about going in the ground.
Well, he was getting outstruck too.
I want to know...
Percentage-wise as well.
I want to know who was dictating the pace, who did more damage, which shots were more significant. Like, those are significant strikes.
20% more significant strikes.
Yeah, I understand that, but out of those 20% or whatever, like, did those do more damage? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 20% is only like 9 in this scenario, so I guess not that big of a deal. I don't even know how significant they actually were.
I'd have to watch the fight again, but to win a decision in Brazil against a Brazilian
Seriously.
says that you probably won that fight.
That makes sense. Now,
I
I
took
remember
another shot because of that.
I remember from our picks, I wanted to go with Sousa because I wanted to do the Brazilians thing, but you had to go first, so I switched from my jiu-jitsu pick to I'm going to go with the boxing.
Yeah.
I remember. Still unhappy though.
And then the main event, right?
Yep.
You picked Raquel.
No, I went with Nunez. I just told you.
You're right. Fuck.
The Brazilians.
And I went with Raquel.
Yeah. I was pretty fine with that pick.
Raquel was tough, to say the least. She took an ass whooping for 4 rounds. And I don't know if you heard or if you saw the clip or anything, but during the intermission between the 4th and 5th round, I guess you could say, she told her coach, she's like, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore.
Was she referring to just the fight or her fighting career?
That fight, I imagine. But her coaches said, no, you got this. I want to see, give it your all, give it your everything. Pretty much just trying to get her motivated to get your ass out there. And they took a lot of heat from that. Because she went out there and got destroyed in the 5th round, took more unnecessary damage, basically, is what people are saying. But I'm indifferent.
Okay, but what if she walked out there and won?
Right.
Oh, what a great decision the coaches made. What excellent coaches for driving her to that.
Obviously, the odds of that were extremely low. She was getting an ass whooping for all 4 rounds. I mean, we've seen comebacks from nowhere, but it would have been a 0.01% chance. That being said, one thing that I would be more worried about is those coaches know their fighters more than we know the fighters.
True.
Number one. Number two, people wouldn't be bitching about this at all if this was guys. I'm just going to say that. I definitely think people are more emotional because that was a girl saying that. I don't know. Yeah. Obviously, I was the same way when I first heard it initially because I was like, damn, she said she didn't want to do it anymore. That's kind of fucked up, man. And then seeing her get hit kind of sucks because I don't like seeing it, but I can't. You can't bring gender into it. You gotta. They're fighters.
It's just a mentality that's already ingrained to us that they're fragile.
Right.
They're more
which
fragile
is not true. Raquel
guys.
would fuck me up, no problem.
Yeah.
And she broke her back. She almost got her leg amputated. She's a fucking soldier. She's tough as shit. There's no denying that. It's just you just have that subconscious thing in your head, which you shouldn't because they're all fighters. At the end of the day, they're all athletes.
So, if you picture a guy fighter who's similar to Pennington.
Look at Darren Elkins, getting destroyed for the first 2 rounds. I forget the name of the guy he was fighting. But he literally 10-8 rounds getting destroyed.
Right.
Brutalized. And then in the 3rd round, he came back and won.
Right. So I'm saying in those scenarios, it's perfectly fine.
He never quit. He never said he wanted to quit.
Right.
So there's that. But
what if it's like a Edson Barbosa Khabib situation? And Edson says, I'm done. The coach says, no, you're fine. Get out there. And he fucking gets Khabib again. Would you feel bad about that?
I would say yes, because that was way more of a dominant beatdown. Edson was getting destroyed the whole time, bad.
It was no contest.
Yeah, Amanda and Raquel, it was at least a little competitive.
It was still a fight.
Yeah. You could tell where the fight was trending. But it's not like everybody thought that she was getting destroyed the whole fucking time and it was horrible. Valentina and Shevchenko just going off on that one bitch.
Right. There's no reason for them to throw a towel or anything.
Right. I don't think there was. But the number one thing that I think would have sucked the most is if that coach did call the fight, I bet you Raquel would have regretted that for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
I know I would.
That would definitely weigh on you. That potentially missed opportunity.
And not even that, just the fact that you quit. You trained your whole life for that moment. And even if you come up a little bit short, you don't want to fucking quit.
Unless you're getting punched repeatedly in the face, I suppose.
Yeah, but they're used to it. They're fighters.
Isn't that a bad thing, though? We don't want people to be used to it. Not really. I guess you're fighting.
No, they're fighting. Only thing that's bad about it to me is just the unnecessary
brain
damage.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that is bad to me. But I feel like that negative doesn't outweigh all the positives of doing it.
Persisting.
Yeah. Because if she quit, that's going to be in the back of her mind for the rest of her life and for the future fights.
She'll forever be a quitter. Now she's just a loser.
Yeah.
Which is great.
It's better than being a quitter.
It's true. You can always come back from losing.
That is true. More news. The great Iceman, Chuck Lidell.
I can't believe it.
Wants to come back and fight Tito Ortiz.
How old are they again?
For the 3rd time. Chuck, I'm pretty sure he's in his 50s. Let me double check this. Fact check.
Glad we're doing it for both of us.
Are you looking it up too?
No.
He is 6'2". His spouse is Heidi Northcott.
Never heard of her.
I thought
But
that was...
Heidi is an attractive name.
I thought that it was Northcutt. Because if that was Sage's mom, dude, that would have been like...
Are you out of your mind?
Oh, that would have been like... He's 48.
That's old.
It is old.
How old's Tito?
I think maybe
38?
Like 44. No, he ain't fucking 38.
It was just a guess, man. You don't have to be so hostile about it. Just say, no, I'm going to tell you the correct answer in just a little bit. And I'm not going to make fun of you for not knowing, even though I don't know.
43.
Jesus.
He's an old boy.
You're pretty close.
What did I say?
44.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I thought I said way less than that.
No, I said 38.
But yeah, they want to fight. And
so would that be in the senior league of Bellator, or is UFC going to sponsor that?
it ain't going to be UFC because Dana never wants to see Chuck fight again. Not like saying that he's bad. It's just one of his best friends. I don't know if you know this, but Dana promoted Chuck before he promoted the UFC.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're like best friends.
Like an agent or something?
Yeah. They were like best friends at one point. I'm sure they're not now.
Right.
But he doesn't want him to fight for his health just because he was just getting knocked out. He doesn't have a chin anymore.
So he's going to do it anyway. Just not going to do it under his roof.
Can't take the fight out of a fighter, man.
True.
And it might be in Bellator because Tito's relationship with Bellator. And Scott Coker is a nice guy. I'm worried about Scott Coker having the same thoughts that Dana does.
But you want...
I want to see the fucking fight.
Oh, I see.
I'm not saying...
I was about to talk shit that you want to see Vitor do steroids and get into the senior league, but for some reason this is bad.
I'm just like, why the fuck not? You're telling me you wouldn't watch it?
I'm telling you I wouldn't advocate for it.
But
I'd want to watch it, sure, but I'm not going to say that. I didn't just say that, by the way.
So you're being fake then?
No. It's called being considerate. I'm putting my wants aside for other people's health.
I'm not.
It's called being a good person.
I'm a bad person.
I recommend it.
I want to see Chuck the Iceman Lidell one more time. I want to see him knock out Tito.
That'd be crazy.
I definitely think he could beat Tito.
Yeah. Well, it kind of depends on the fighting shape, right? Have you seen him?
Yeah, he was just on Ariel Helwani's podcast.
I'm not saying like, have you seen how big he is or something? I'm asking you, have you seen him and what shape is he in?
He looks just okay. He don't look out of shape. I'll say that.
Okay.
But I want to see that. I'm curious, just because Chuck, he big brother Tito 2 fights in a row.
Right.
Like he let him know that he was the better guy. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be in Tito's head, for sure.
Or would he have forgotten by now?
I don't think no, dude. If you're signed to fight a guy, I can only imagine that you sign that down the line, and then it's like 6 months from now or whatever, 3 months from now. That every night you're gonna think about that guy.
Every night.
You're telling me you wouldn't?
I have no idea.
I would think about it constantly. It would probably be bad for me, honestly. Like, I think it would, like...
Borderline obsessive.
It'd be a mental barrier, a mental struggle that I'd have to deal with.
I think most people just get through that and then they stop worrying about it. Like Conor McGregor, he just says he doesn't train for a fighter.
Conor McGregor is one of a kind. That's why he mentally breaks people. That's why he fucked up Aldo. That's why he made Eddie Alvarez look like an amateur. Not all of that is just because he's talented in the ring. Not even close. More of it, in my opinion, is mental. Because if you mentally break somebody, they're not going to perform. And if they're not going to perform and then you're mentally strong as shit, you're going to outshine them and you're going to fucking make them look talentless.
Explains
that's
why he ran into a wall.
That's why he fucking fought Nate. And then look what happened. Because Nate don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Nate does not give a fuck. You can't intimidate that guy. And that's why those two have so much respect for each other too, because they're the same.
Right.
Like if they were in different weight classes, they'd be best fucking friends. I'm telling you that right now.
I can see it. Absolutely. But anyway, let's not get on that topic.
Lidell, Tito. I don't know where it's going to be promoted. Offhand, not yet. But stay tuned.
Bellator Senior League, telling you.
If they take that idea, I at least want to have some kind of like relationship with it. Just make me interview a fighter once, just once, something like that. You know,
You just want to be involved. Put my face on a sign or a poster or something. Call it Nick's Senior League. You know,
that's asking for kind of much, and that's a lot for me. But I like where your head's at.
Yeah, ambitious.
Another thing that we need to talk about is the ESPN and UFC.
I have heard about this.
Made a deal.
That's crazy. So what does that mean? Like, what is this deal entitled?
It's 15 events on the ESPN Plus app.
These are full events?
Yes, they're like fights pretty much. And I think that Tuesday Night Contender Series is going to be on the ESPN Plus as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's a $150 million deal, which is kind of nuts considering that Fox's deal with the UFC was $168 million. And this is only 15 events over the next 5 years, I think, 4 years.
How long was Fox's?
Around the same, but I think it was way more events. And because it was way more events, they only could be on Fox. This is just part of the UFC.
Right.
They can have another network, kind of like what the WWE did. I think last time I watched WWE was years ago, but Raw was on USA, SmackDown was on Sci-Fi.
Right.
So the more places you are, the better, because especially in today's world where everything's social media, get out as much as possible, much content in most areas as possible. And if they're on multiple networks and then they have the pay-per-views on top of that.
Just viewership on top of viewership.
And it's like a win-win for both, because ESPN Plus, I heard, wasn't doing so well because it's a $5 a month subscription.
And it doesn't really have any value to it. People are just going to look online for the highlights.
Right. And if you put UFC fights on there, it's more intriguing to them. And even though they're paying a lot right now to the UFC, it's an investment in the future, because if they get more subscriptions to ESPN Plus, that's more viewers long-term that could potentially attract more people.
I mean, it's great for the UFC.
It's great for the UFC. The only thing that's a negative is it's not going to help their Fight Pass for sure.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. You already have Fight Pass.
Right. But I don't think it's a huge deal if Fight Pass isn't going to make
for
a little bit more.
advanced.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The people that
watchers,
actually have Fight Pass are probably the same people that are so fanatical. Is that a word? I don't know.
Yeah.
For UFC, that they're going to have both.
Right.
They're going to have every network, everything possible to watch it.
Right.
Either that or they're just going to stream it. Like us. But
they'll find a way.
yeah, well, that's
Not
our
will.
That's our
They'll.
age. That's our age. We're in the age of people just
Figure it out on your
figure
own.
it out and only watch what you want to watch.
Cable cutters.
Exactly. Cable's going to go out of
made us
business.
this way, yeah.
And I'm not mad at it. ESPN Plus, I think, is a great idea, especially 20 years from now, once we're the old guys and then we got the young cats, our children growing up. These little $5 a month subscriptions is going to be the new cable. That's what I think.
Back in my day, we had to pay $80 for
Right.
300 TV shows and we watched one.
And if you wanted sports packages,
That's an extra 80. What?
exactly. So you can have ESPN, and then if you want a couple of TV channels that you like AMC or HBO, you can get everything that you need, that and Netflix, for $30-$40 a month.
Right.
And that's way cheaper than cable, and it's actually shit that you like.
It's the future.
Ad free and shit like that. So it's a win-win for both. I'm shocked because I was hearing all kinds of bad news about the UFC, because I heard that Fox was underbidding them and they weren't getting good other, what would you call them?
Partnerships? Affiliates?
Sponsors, or, good deals, basically.
Deals.
Everybody was trying to underbid them. And obviously when you're in $4 billion worth of debt, that's kind of crazy, because if you don't have a fucking TV network promoting your shit, what happens if the Fox contract goes out and they didn't have anywhere else to go at the time? That's horrible.
Become self-promoters.
If you got a month off, that's unbelievable loss, especially when you're already in debt.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm glad it worked out for everybody. I'm assuming that they'll probably reach another deal with Fox or some other network. I was thinking when I was jogging that it'd be dope if they put The Ultimate Fighter or some kind of other new series that they could come up with on Netflix.
As in a Netflix original or something?
Yeah. Instead of uploading The Ultimate Fighter every week, just fucking record the whole thing, let Netflix edit it the way they want, rather than just have a series on Netflix. Because everybody and their mama has Netflix.
True.
That's just more.
All right, so step one, I think, should be getting all the episodes of Ultimate Fighter on Netflix.
Yeah.
Tell me that wouldn't be awesome, binge watching the first season.
I would, because I fucking tried to download all the seasons a long time ago to watch them.
You couldn't?
No, because they're nowhere to be found. And then when we had Cody, we're going to get in trouble.
No, not. Shut up. Just don't be so specific about it.
I watched The Ultimate Fighter, the
I remember.
Lesnar, who was it? Lesnar Shane Carwin series. Because that was the heavyweights. It was one of the best. I lied. That wasn't that series. It was Rampage versus Rashad, and they had the heavyweights. They had Kimbo, Brendan Schaub.
Right.
That was the most viewed Ultimate Fighter of all time. And Rampage and Rashad hated each other back then. So that was fucking sweet. Now, it's losing viewership is what I'm saying. People don't watch it on live TV anymore. You have it on Netflix. people are gonna fucking get baked, or they're gonna be, oh, dude, you have to fight. Remember this?
Yeah.
And if they have like their own spin, they add more things to it.
Which they absolutely could if they're not doing it on a week by week basis.
Right. Well, it's not live. They did one live series. It was Faber versus Cruz. I guess it was horrible. Like Faber said he fucking hated it.
Yikes.
Now they record everything ahead of time, but then they like do it weekly, which is old. They need to like, come on, welcome to the new school, sons.
Right.
Upload everything at one time. Let the viewers watch whatever the fuck they want, and then enjoy it.
For real, it's easy money.
Next tips and tricks.
The business model of today is just let the fucking consumer do it.
For real, and it works, man.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not much. There's obviously a fight this Saturday, but this is being uploaded Monday, so it kind of doesn't work.
Yeah, those fights will have already happened.
Right, but it's the only one I'm really worried about is Maia versus Usman. And I want Maia to win because I like Maia. Mm-hmm. But everything tells me Usman's gonna win.
Go with your heart.
I am. I'm picking Maia.
Oh, you are?
I'm
gonna go with Usman then.
You sounded pretty quick there.
I thought it would be harder to talk you out of it, but all right.
Talk me out of it.
That sounds like a shot for you.
If there's anybody that can get a submission on an elite wrestler, it's Damian Maia. I'll say that. It's not like Damian Maia is small. He's a big boy. He used to fight at 185. He fought Anderson Silva.
He's a big backpack.
Yeah, at 185. And if there's anybody knows how to wear a motherfucker down, it's Maia. But Usman's a wrestler, and nobody has a better mindset than a wrestler. The motherfuckers don't break, you know?
Those Spartans.
So it's going to be interesting. Everything's pointing towards Usman. He's younger. He's more explosive. He's stronger. He has way better stand-up. He's a good wrestler. He's an amazing wrestler, but he's probably good enough to not take it to the ground, is what I'm saying.
Right.
And if it doesn't get taken to the ground, it's going to be a bad night for Maia. And even if it does get taken to the ground, it still could be a bad night. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But I'm rooting for Maia.
I get it. I was always a big fan of Damian Maia.
Yeah, so when you listen to this on Monday, you can be like, damn, Nick had some good insight on that. He should have uploaded it before, and then I could have used his insight to make a bet and make some money. Or
we recorded this after the fights.
Or wouldn't that be some shit? Or Usman just destroys Maia, and they're like, this fucking Nick guy's a moron.
It's literally just happened.
We're rolling the dice here, baby.
We'll see what happens.
But I'm good. You want to know anything else? So do you think you wanted to say?
No, that's pretty much it. This has been Passive and Aggressive. You guys should watch out because we are uploading multiple videos coming very soon. We got the NBA Motor City MyLeague coming out. We're going to be starting a new series where it's just me playing some games. We'll go over what games those will be.
Talk about your birthday gift.
Oh yeah, that too. We'll go over all of that at a different time, but stay tuned because we're going to have a lot more stuff.
Black dildo.
Oh God, why would anyone
mama got it for him?
Why would anyone want to watch that?
She asked me if I had any ideas as to what Dalton wanted.
Is there like a mute button?
I've never talked to her in my whole life. I just got a random message.
There he goes.
A random message from his mama. And I was honest with her.
Okay.
I was like, you know what, Miss Johnston?
I think you can use a 13-incher.
I don't know you, but I think I do, just because I know your son so well.
What does that mean?
And I'm just going to throw this out there. I know this is going to sound crazy, but you asked me what Dalton truly wants, and I'm telling you, I think he truly wants a nice 12-inch black dildo.
I said 13.
You're welcome. You got to start a little bit down. You can't go that crazy.
Anyway, that is obviously not what my mother got me for my birthday. We'll go over it at a different time because it's really exciting, but Nick has kind of ruined everything, so.
Well, stay tuned for the Motor City MyLeague episode. Stay tuned for the Cleveland back-to-back. Hopefully, I can fucking get my head out of my ass, and Dalton too. It's not like he played amazing.
I was trying to pick up your slack. Like I said, it's all your fault.
You're trying and you failed. You couldn't be LeBron.
I'm too small, and you know what? I'm white.
That's true. Other than that, rate, subscribe, share this shit. If you think you got any goofy friends that may enjoy this, like, goddamn, Star Wars, NBA, NHL, UFC, what the fuck?
We're going all kinds of different
directions. I know the perfect version to send this to, and then they send it to him, and then boom. Well, thank you.
Instant
later.
satisfaction.
Yeah. So until next time, take care, fuckers.
See ya.